This plant has a secure place in American history. It is the first of the world's large-scale nuclear power stations exclusively devoted to peaceful purposes.
The nuclear reactor operates on the principle of nuclear fission, an event that occurs when an atom is struck by a neutron and flies apart. When the high-velocity neutron strikes the nucleus, the atom sheds more neutrons and breaks up into several other particles. The motion of all these particles and atoms flying around and colliding creates the heat that is used in nuclear power plants to generate electricity.
No energy source is 100% safe. Asking for energy without risk is like asking for gasoline that doesn't burn.
The following description of the 3 Mile Island reactor accident clearly indicates that nuclear power also has risks.
3 Mile Island, that happened here in the United States in March of 1979, and one of 2 nuclear reactors located near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, experienced a loss of cooling water for several hours. The nuclear chain reaction was safely shut down at all times. However, the residual heat from the intensely radioactive partially used fuel was not carried away as normally occurs. Without cooling water, this heat can in time melt the reactor core, and that's actually what happened to 3 Mile Island Unit 2. About half of the nuclear core melted and collapsed before cooling water was restored. All of this molten fuel was contained in the pressure vessel, which sustained very little damage. Some radioactivity escaped into the atmosphere, resulting in a maximum dose of 80 to 90 millirem, which is about a fourth of, again, what you normally receive each year just by living. And of course, you would have had to stand next to the fence the whole time to get that at 3 Mile Island. Nobody died, and nobody was injured. We really need to keep in mind that there will always be people, organizations that will seek to motivate people through fear.
The average whole body dose to people living within 10 miles of 3 Mile Island was 8 millirem. Compare this to the 300 millirem average radiation dose U.S. citizens receive each year from radon and other radiation sources.
For an informal review of nuclear radiations and their effect on humans, a sunbather exposes herself to an assortment of radiations. Some, such as the solar rays, are heaven sent. Others are nuclear, the same as those which come from an atomic burst, and they're bombarding her from all sides. From the sky in the form of cosmic rays, from radon, a material in the atmosphere, from radioactive uranium found in the water which she just left, and in the earth on which she now lies.
The weapons-grade fissionable material must be forced together in a very sophisticated geometry, which is also not present in a commercial nuclear plant. Nuclear fuel is only about 4% enriched with uranium-235, while weapons-grade material is 98% enriched.
There are 4 barriers to radioactivity release in a nuclear plant. Ceramic uranium fuel pellets, which chemically or physically trap most of the highly radioactive fission products from the nuclear reactions. Metal fuel tubes about 12 feet long in which the fuel pellets are stacked on top of one another. A stainless steel pressure vessel ranging from 6 to 9 inches thick surrounding the reactor core. A thick concrete dome surrounds the entire nuclear reactor. It is constructed with reinforcing bars and can withstand the impact of a Boeing 707 commercial jet aircraft crashing into it in 300-mile-per-hour tornadoes or hurricanes.
Think for yourself. Practice some critical thinking. Use more than one source for your information on the risks of various electrical generating sources.